Good morning, everyone. This is Marilu, and I want to welcome you at our first ever episode for Morning Matcha with Marilu. Now, if you don't know what a matcha is, I don't know if I can show you. I have my matcha ready to go. If you do not know what a matcha is a green tea powder that you drink almost like instant coffee. Now, the reason why I absolutely love these green matcha in the mornings is because of the green tea benefits. It helps you to detox. It's a great coffee replacement, and I know I'm going to have all my coffee lovers go, why do you want to do that to yourself? But it's a great coffee replacement. So if you want to take a little bit of a break on the coffee journey, then, or a coffee habit or addiction, should I say, because that's what coffee is, then this matcha drink is absolutely the way to go. So with that, I thought, and obviously matcha starts with the M, morning, Monday, matcha with Marilu. You can just see the alliteration there. And so I thought it would be a great theme and a great way to actually start a Monday with a cup of matcha together with you, and we can have these really awesome chats on anything really health related. Now, this is our first episode, so welcome and thank you for joining. And if you're watching this a bit later, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have, I want to use these Monday matcha morning chats also to ask or to answer questions that you might have. So if you have anything health related, whether it's body, mind, soul, spirit, how it all works together, any questions that you might have around these topics, if you have something that you feel is worth asking, and anything is worth asking, so by the way, you can just pop the question below or send me a direct message with your question or something that you want to have more information on, and I can use that as one of the topics that we'll be discussing in the future. So I'd really like you to contribute, to chat with me, to give me your 2 cents. If you don't agree with me, you're more than welcome to give me your comments as well. We're always open to all sorts, and we all learn in the process. So feel free to have this chat with me. But I thought I would start off today with a very, very popular topic, and it's the topic of weight loss. Now, I've been in the wellness industry for a good 20 years already, and weight loss is still the number one selling theme with anything. So if you want to create a big hype around anything health related, weight loss is a topic to discuss. And I thought that I wanted to dive into this because a lot of people, struggle with weight loss. I want to say almost every single woman that I know wants to lose 1 or 2 or more kilograms or a bit of like weight. And so weight loss is a really, really popular topic to discuss, especially also this time of year. Everyone wants to lose weight in the beginning of the year. You've got your New Year's resolutions. We're in February now, and now going into February, you realize maybe you're not dropping your weight as quickly or as easily as before. And I want to especially get into that to why you are not losing weight. So I've created a list of points that I want to discuss, and I want to go through them with you. Some of them are very obvious, and some of them might not be that obvious. But taking into account that all of these things work together, I want to discuss them with you in order to actually take this forward. Now, as you would have it, I have my cat at the door that wants to come in. I'm not going to give her any attention right now, but if you hear a meow, it's her. It's my first episode on this. And as life would have it, like this Monday has been very challenging, but nothing like a cup of matcha to get the day going. So let's get going. Okay. So, there's a couple of things. So in the beginning of the year, people try and lose weight. So everyone goes into a very serious and strenuous exercise regime or an eating regime, and they try these like fad diets and things to see if they can lose weight. And most times people actually lose momentum, or they lose their motivation, or something else happens and they just can't seem to pull it through. Okay, so we're going to discuss this as well. And I almost want to say every single year you might find yourself in that struggle where every year you back at square one, where you want to lose weight, the holidays are over, and you find yourself in almost like a cycle of last year the same thing happened, and the year before, and the year before. And now also what you might be starting to consider is maybe I'm just at that age now where I can't seem to lose weight. Now, Marilu, Encyclopedia Marilu, says that age is actually not a reason for you to not lose weight. I know, let that sink in, because I know so many people and so many ads out there, and so many products are selling for women over 40 when you're getting to struggle more with your weight. It's really got nothing to do with age. And stay tuned until the end of this talk, because we are definitely going to talk about why age is not the contributing factor to you not being able to lose weight. I'm going to have so many people that's going to argue this with me, but stay tuned and you'll hear and understand why. All right, so let's go through a couple of points to why this is why you might not be able to lose weight. The first one is quality of food. This is a very obvious one. Quality of food. If you are going to eat unhealthy food, you're not going to lose weight. And there's so many reasons for it. It's not just because of the fat. It's not just because of the carbohydrate percentage or the height, although that is definitely a reason. The amount of calories and carbohydrates that we actually take in on a daily basis is way more than what we used to back in the day. But the quality of food is so important. So you might be eating what you think is really healthy food. I remember back in the day when this whole thing of low fat, no sugar, so let's go for zero Coke and that sort of thing was in like that was the thing to do. It's not quality consumption that you take in. So it's not quality food that you take in. And in today's life, what is really important is that you understand that this even applies to your salads. This even applies to the fruit and the vegetables that you choose to actually consume. And so if you don't eat quality fruit and quality vegetables, it actually has a major effect on you as well. And so long gone are the days where we have to choose between a very unhealthy hamburger and an apple, because in today's life where we're living now, it is about which apple is going to be the healthy one. And that is what I mean by quality of food. So I'm not even talking about takeaways and your processed foods, because that's obvious, right? But what is not maybe so obvious is that you today still have to choose between what lettuce is going to be the healthier one. And it's not about the type of lettuce. It is how it was grown. It is how it was treated. Was it filled with pesticides and herbicides? Was it genetically modified? So the quality of food is just so important. And what this then comes to is my point number 2. Point number 2 is how nutritious is your food. So is your food nutrient dense? Now, organic food is naturally more nutrient dense just because, let's face it, in nature, they had to survive. The fittest survive in nature. And so when you eat the fit, you get the most nutrition into your body. But if you are eating food that have been sprayed, that are genetically modified, they actually don't have any nutritional, or not, I shouldn't say not any, but they have a very low nutritional rate. And so at the end of the day, our bodies are actually malnutritioned. Most people walking out there are malnutritioned. Even though they eat constantly, they're feeding themselves, the nutrition that their body requires to actually function properly is not there. And that is my point number 2, is how nutrient dense is your food? Okay, nice tick to tick off. Now, the other one is very, I want to say another obvious one, but it is about daily movement. We got our heart rate monitors. We've got our fancy smartwatches that can tell us how many steps are we taking on a daily basis. And some of us struggle to get to 10,000 steps a day, where this was very common in the past, where 10,000 steps would be an easy thing to do during the day because we were a lot more mobile than what we are today. And so daily movement is utterly important. And I have clients and I have friends, and I've been there as well with little kids, where you just think, how do I fit an exercise in my day? And so incorporating daily movement into your daily life is very important, but it is something you have to do daily. It's not something that you can skip. So when people ask me, how many times a week should I exercise? My answer is every single day. I know, I'm gonna get, what? Are you mad? Can't even get through 2 sessions. But that is a reality then, is that you need to get to a place in your life where you can exercise daily. Now, I'm not talking about hours at end of exercise, but if you can get in quality training between 30 minutes a day, quality training, that would be way enough. Then that would be absolutely perfect. And so quality training is what is key. You can definitely, even 20 minutes of quality training every single day is going to get you way more results than trying to exercise 3 times a day. And so that brings me to my fourth tip, and that is to do weight training. Now, yes, weight training is absolutely important. And the older we get, and I say older now here, in brackets, because, age is something that we can talk about. But as you mature, as your body matures, it really requires for you to actually take up strenuous exercise. And strenuous exercise is beautiful. And let me quickly tell you why you need to do weight training or resistance training on a daily basis. When you are doing cardiovascular exercise, it is more got to do with your cardiovascular system and your respiratory system, which means while you are exercising, your body is it's burning the fat, or the energy, should I say. Your body is burning the energy, which is mostly glucose and then fat. It's burning it up in the duration of the exercise. But as soon as that starts, and it goes back. Your muscles have worked, your body has done resistance training, so the exercises in the muscle. And as this muscle recovers throughout the day, it actually requires more glucose to be used or more fat to be burned. So when you've done resistance training or weight training for the day, up till the next time you do it, your body is actually burning more fat. Great. So you want to incorporate weight training, if not in every single session, at least every second day, so that you can have that benefit of the weight loss. Now, I have to quickly just pause there and just tell you that weight loss, personally, my focus has never been weight loss. And I know weight loss is such a great marketing tool and a marketing theme and wording to use with anything, because everyone wants to lose weight. For me personally, I don't even use a scale. I don't use a scale because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in the weight that my body actually holds. Because ultimately, for me, what is more important is the ratio between muscle, what is my muscle percentage or my muscle weight, with versus the fat percentage that I have in my body, and then everything else. So how much water do I have in my body? What is the bone density, and so forth. And so all of those things are contributing factors. Now, if you look at a person, let's say that's 90 kilograms, let's look at, let's say, a very well built, shredded, like shaped body. That body, and that's overweight on a scale, but the body composition would be completely different. And that's why I don't really like a scale. I like body composition, and that for me is key. So if you can find yourself a body composition scale, which are out there, then I want to suggest you use that. And no, they're not all 100% accurate, but what is great about a body composition scale is you can get a starting point, and as you are working, you can at least get an idea of where you're moving towards. If the fat percentage is starting to drop, it might not be exactly accurate, but at least you can see fat percentage is coming down and muscle weight is going up. Because the more muscles you have, the more fat you're going to burn. And no, ladies, ladies don't like weight training. They don't want to bulk. They don't want bodybuilder, but they don't want to look like bodybuilders. And I want to just say that it doesn't happen overnight. So if you are scared to look like a bodybuilder, are debatable topic. Some people believe in eating 6 times a day. I don't. I believe in the fasting methods, especially in intermittent fasting. It's a great way to also actually help your body to lose weight. And it's not because of that you're starving yourself that you're losing weight. But what happens with intermittent fasting or fasting periods like 3-day water fast, what you're doing is you resetting your body. It's fabulous. So you're resetting the body to get rid of broken cells, of damaged cells. It helps with all sorts of body functions to just reset yourself, to help with stem cell production. It is absolutely beautiful. So doing a body reset like that is key. And if you stick till the end and listen to this talk, you'll understand why I'm saying that. So with further ado, my next point is good quality sleep. This is so underrated. Sleep is so underrated in the world. We all believe that we should be going, and that 6 hours is enough. It's not enough. Ladies, especially for you, you do need a little bit more sleep than what men do. And so I want to suggest anything between 7 to 9 hours of good quality sleep. Now, you might find that you are sleeping that amount of time. However, when you wake up in the morning, you're still tired or you don't feel well rested. So it's got to do with the quality of sleep rather than the quantity of sleep. However, we do need 7 to 9 hours. And there's actually hormones that are being released when you get to like your 8th, 9th hour that helps with burning off fat. Sleeping can help you get slimmer. Yes, very much. That you get into a good routine of sleeping well, good quality sleep. In our coaching, we do teach a lot of people about how you can get that good quality sleep. And so instead of like just getting the hours in, you get the quality of sleep in, which is absolutely key to bringing your weight down. Now, the other thing that I want to mention is, and this is major, people don't understand what a negative influence this has on your weight, but stress is massive contributor. It's a massive contributor to you holding on to weight. I don't know if you have noticed, maybe you haven't, but I've definitely noticed when I've been in stressful weeks or months, and even though I'm eating well and I'm exercising, it just doesn't really allow me to drop those last couple of kilos. And so, or I'm just not getting rid of that fat that I'm wanting to burn. And that is a way that your body is actually protecting itself. And so, again this holiday, went away on holiday, had a complete restful time, and wasn't too strict with my feel. How my clothes were sitting looser, I was a lot more relaxed. I started to feel really great in my body, even though I wasn't 100% on top of like my diet. And that is just an absolute sign of stress management. We have to find ways and how we can manage our stress. In today's life, everything pushes you to have an extremely stressful life. Very busy, very rushed, too much to do, too much on your plates, too many responsibilities, just too much for us to handle. And that in itself creates high level of cortisol, and that in itself has got like major negative impacts on our bodies. So we have to find ways in how we can manage our stress. Now, with that, it causes, and this is my next point, with all of this, not eating well, not sleeping well, now you have high stress levels, you're not exercising enough. All of this can then contribute to a hormone imbalance. Ladies, yes, we are very hormonal at times. We've got our hormones going all month long. So when your hormones now are also getting a little out of balance, this definitely contributes to maintaining weight or not being able to lose or burn fat. And so it's very important that we make sure that we look at all these things so that our hormones aren't negatively impacted. Now, another thing that is also contributing to this is toxins in our environment. This is sometimes a little bit out of our control, just simply about, because of the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, There's all sorts. Obviously, the things that we get through our food, and then things that we maybe have a little bit more control over, and that is our cleaning materials that we clean our house with, possibly our skin products, our hair products, anything that we put on ourselves. We don't always think about what is going to happen to my body if I'm putting like certain mosquito repellents on my body, or what I'm doing when I'm putting certain things on my skin. We think it might be clearing the skin, but what is it made of? What does this consist of? What is the chemicals that are used in it? Is it natural? Most of it isn't. And so all of that infiltrates into our blood system. It infiltrates and affects our hormones, and it has a very negative effect on us. Obviously, other things contribute to it: our food, things we consume, the chemicals that we get in through pharmaceuticals, and so forth. And so there are things that are contributing factors to the toxin levels and metal levels in our body. And so this has a major contribution also to our weight and the way that we actually be able to shift it. And with toxins in our environment, it also has an effect on the parasites that we have in our body. You don't want to hear it, but with toxins, with animals in your environment, with not eating the right food, not eating clean food, you do get parasites in your body as well. And that has a very negative effect on your body. Now, another contributing factor, and this is a very interesting one, I've coached my clients and I've seen major results when we just shift the mindset around this, is there are, I want to say, emotional, there's psychological reasons to why you are not losing weight. So you might have tried everything. You might have tried everything in the physical to shift the weight, and it's just not moving. So now there's two things that we need to look at to why you are not losing weight. If you've done everything in the physical, if we've ticked all the boxes in the physical, you've done it, you don't really have any results, and now you're still sitting with, you can't put your finger on why you're not losing weight. There are two other things in the psychological arena that we need to look at. And number one is your focus. So when we focus on weight loss, our focus is on weight. And if you might have heard the saying that what we focus on, that is what grows. So where our attention goes, that's what grows. And it's so true with our weight loss journey as well. So if your focus is on weight loss, your brain doesn't recognize the loss part of that wording. It just focuses on the weight. And so now your focus is constantly on weight, on the concept of weight and weight loss. And because your focus is there, it just consists. It just stays there no matter what you do. So by shifting your focus to something a little bit more positive, so something like maybe you have decided to take up running, and that is your exercise, or you've taken up, some high intensity training classes, and you want to set yourself some goals there. Instead of focusing on that you're doing that exercise to lose weight, and that is the prime focus, shift your focus on something that is attainable, that you can measure, that's tangible. Something like, let's say you're doing a running race and you want to enter a half marathon. So everything that you do is to be able to perform at your best at this half marathon. Now, when you shifted your focus from weight loss to that, you'll be able, your attention goes somewhere else, and it actually goes off the weight loss part, and you'll find that you'll actually lose weight a lot easier. The other psychological thing that could be a resisting factor is if there has been trauma in your life. Now, psychologically, our body responds to anything how we feel on an emotional level. So if in any area you feel like you haven't been protected, or you need protection, or you need to be hidden in a certain area in your life, it might have been something that happened in your childhood, or it might have been something that you've been told, and you need an emotional barrier to that hurt that you felt, or the traumatic scenario that has happened in your life. If you have anything like that in your past, where there has been trauma, and in that moment you needed protection and you didn't have protection, or you need the emotional shielding, then your body's response is with weight. It's quite incredible how we have been designed and how we function in both spirit, mind, and body all together. And so we cannot dismiss the psychological part of weight gain as well. And so it would be a good exercise for you to actually sit and go, is there any area in my life where I feel either protect myself, or I need to add that, or I felt like I won't be vulnerable anymore? Then it's worth actually going to sit and deal with that situation, work through it. And you might see that once you have dealt with the trauma and with the pain, with the hurt, and there's been forgiveness and healing in that area, that the weight actually shifts as well. Now, the last point that I want to bring in, and this is almost the reason why all of these other factors are so important, is it's not just about the weight. How weight loss happens and where it's in the gut. Where starts in the gut. Why? Intestines, it's not just the intestines, it's your entire digestive tract. And it is the microbial life that exists within our bodies. Yes, we have microbes. Yes, we have good bacteria and bad bacteria in our system, and they all work together for your good. It is absolutely fantastic how the system has been designed. Modern life, however, has decreased our microbial life. And so not only do we not have the right types of microbes, but we also have lower quantities and weaker quality of microbes in our system to actually do what it's supposed to do. If our microbial or our gut biome, as they call it, is correctly set up, you will not struggle with weight at all. Okay, so this is actually the key. This is why we need good quality food. This is why we need nutrient density. This is why you need exercise. This is why you need to sleep properly. This is why. So all of the points that I've spoke to you before, what if all of those are ticked? What ends up happening is you have a beautiful gut biome set up, and because of that, your body weight falls into place. And so by focusing on the gut biome and the microbes that you have in your system and how that gut health is set up, by correcting that, your body weight will go. Isn't that just fantastic? So no, it's not just one thing. It's not just eating right. No, it's not just eating right quality. No, it's not just exercising. It is all of the above, because all of the above actually contributes to a great, healthy gut biome, and that contributes to a healthy weight, to a beautiful, slim body, the way that we were designed to live. Now, I have some really good news for you. This has been my talk, and I hope that you've enjoyed it. Let me take a sip of my matcha. I hope that you have learned a little about matcha as well. What I want to say is I have a really exciting invitation that I want to share with you. On the 12th of February, we are going to do a free talk online around gut health. What it is, what it means, and how this can contribute to you losing weight. And the beautiful thing about a healthy gut is you would never have to get or step onto a scale again. You'll feel great in your clothes. You'll look great in your clothes. You'll have a lot of energy. You'll be, clear-minded. You'll just feel absolutely fantastic. You wouldn't even worry about weight loss anymore. Your focus would have shifted completely. And we are doing a free talk on the 12th of February. So if this is very interesting to you and you want to find out more about how you can set up your body and your gut health appropriately so that it can help you and boost your weight loss. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, when your gut health is set up correctly, it is a sustainable weight that you'll manage for a very long time. No, age has got nothing to do with it. Here is where I'm going to conclude that Marilu theory, and I believe that I'm very close to truth there. We do not age by time. So just because you have been around the sun for 40 years or 50 years or 60 years does not mean that your body has aged and is now at an age of 60. We have three, but I'll go into two different types of ages. We have a calendar age, which is the chronological age on a calendar of how many times you have been on this earth, how many years you've been on this earth, and we can tick that box of how many times we've been around the sun. It has no effect, absolutely no effect on your biological age. And yes, we all have a biological age. If you've been involved with some medical aid funds, you'll know that they are doing some like biological ages. I don't believe it's absolutely correct, because our calendar age has got nothing to do with our biological age. Our biological age is actually the level and consistency of health management over a period of time. So in actual fact, you can start looking younger the more you get older on a chronological calendar. So that's very interesting. So if you understand that your body doesn't age by time, but it ages by the amount of toxins that it's been introduced to, or the free radical damage that it's been introduced to, and you can actually manage and reverse that by correct lifestyle. And therefore, weight has got nothing to do, weight gain and weight loss and things. We can even go as just like a very interesting topic, especially if you get to a calendar age of my age, which is over 40. Personally don't believe in it, but that's a topic for another day. It's all got to do with your biological age. It's got nothing to do with your calendar age. And so if you understand that, and you understand that you have full control over your biological age, or at least 80% control, the rest is environmental, and therefore we detox it daily. Yes, I want to introduce you to how you can set up your gut to maintain this beautiful health, to maintain a youthful body for as long as you live on this planet, and how you can manage your weight in the process and be slim, beautiful, clear-minded, energetic. Come and join us for the talk on the 12th of February. If you're interested, post your name below, tag a friend. This talk. Come and join us on. Remember, it's not a lot of doctors would tell you, or a lot of specialists would tell you that you have to lose weight to become healthy. That's completely false. You have to become healthy to lose weight. And that's the key. It's becoming healthy and living healthy and having this healthy lifestyle. So with that, my friends, I'm going to see you next week again for our next topic on Morning Matcha with Marilu. And I look forward to your comments and your reviews and your insights to this. And we'll see each other again soon. Lots of love and blessings to you. Bye.